Greetings, royal family, and welcome to another message by the Honorable Yahweh Beit Nun Sophie Yahweh. Now, royal family, this message was taught many years ago by the Honorable Yahweh and is being presented to you today by Yahweh's royal priesthood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at Yahweh's Royal Priesthood, www.yahweh144000.com. And also, royal family, join us at the University of Yahweh, where classes are designed for the Godhead. Visit us at www.universityofyahweh.org. Also, royal family, listen to our weekly podcasts by the University of Yahweh, found on most podcast platforms. We look forward to you being there as well. Enjoy, royal family.
Shalom Aleichem. I thank Yahweh for providing me the opportunity to speak with you there at this hour. The continuing subject at this moment is certainly, now is the judgment day. Now is the judgment of this world as found in St. John chapter 12, verse 31. And addressing and speaking to that particular issue of judgment, I am in Ezekiel chapter 37. We stopped off at verse 4 and 5. I think it was verse 5 that we stopped, where it says, "Thus saith the Lord God Yahweh unto these bones," meaning this message is addressed to the so-called black man of North America. And we are referred to as a people as bones that are very dry because of our spiritual and mental death that we are in and suffering from in this country, which causes us to be on the bottom of all of civilization. It causes us to be unable to work together in peace, love, and unity. No matter what your education or how deeply religious you are, or your economic status, or your societal status, you're unable to come together as a people and do and accomplish for yourselves what all other people are doing as a people and a group in this country have done, are doing, and shall continue to do. And that's why you are referred to here as dry bones. Certainly, it's a disadvantage to come to the judgment day and still be dry bones, yet you find yourself in this condition. So in speaking to these dry bones in Ezekiel 37, verse 5, I'm bringing to your attention that I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. This is not a statement that says maybe you will live. In other words, you shall live, meaning you shall live as all other nations are conscious and able to work together and accomplish great things as a group of people. You too are going to have this great, wonderful experience. And my Father, Yahweh, has raised me from among you to cause you to have breath in you and cause you to move from poverty to riches, cause you to move from an unconscious state to a conscious state. I am here to cause you to come out of darkness into the marvelous light of your heavenly Father, Yahweh, Yahweh. So know and understand, I don't hope this will happen. I will cause this to happen, and you shall live. Now let us go over to Psalms chapter 104, verse 1. And it says, bless the Lord Yahweh, O my soul. And I gave you some extremely important information last night, demonstrating that you do have the power in your conscious state, in your righteous state, in your holy state. When you return to our Heavenly Father Yahweh and gain the knowledge of His name, you learn that you have the power to both bless and to curse, and I gave you the illustration of that on last night. O Lord Yahweh, my God. Now, it's important to emphasize here that Yahweh is your God. As an individual, you would say Yahweh is my God. Yahweh is the God of the Bible. That's His name. And by now you should know to look up this name and research this name for yourself. In English, it is spelled and pronounced Yahweh. Now understand well, Yahweh is not Yahweh's name. This is the English pronunciation of Yahweh's name. So when you see Yahweh, don't suffer from the illusion or the mistake that that is His name. You are looking at the pronunciation in English. His name is Yahweh, pronounced Yahweh, spelled Yud-He-Wav-He, the Tetragrammaton, the four-lettered name. All of you are going to want to have the synoptic information that I'm revealing to you concerning the name. The first thing you will want to know and notice that the name Yahweh begins from the right. It is read from the right to the left. So the Yud is the first letter on the right of Yahweh's name. He is the second letter. Wav is the third letter. And He is the fourth letter. So in our Hebrew language, we're speaking the language of Almighty God, Yahweh Himself. He originated His own name, named Himself, and created the language Hebrew. All languages on the earth derive from the original language of God, Hebrew. It's the oldest and the original language of this earth and even the universe. No matter where you would travel throughout this universe or even the galaxies or intergalactic travel, you will find Hebrew is the only language spoken. So what we have here is the fact that the so-called black man of America has many gods. He is worshiping the gods of many nations who have made up their own gods. And the fact that we have all types of gods that we believe in, we're unable to work together because you find, first of all, that in each religion, people are fighting against each other. And then you have religions fighting against other religions. So there's nothing but chaos on the earth through people who believe in various gods and various religions. And there's only one way for peace to be restored to the earth, and that is for Yahweh to send His own Son and to cause Him to bring peace to the earth with the message, the divine messages from Yahweh Himself, and cause us to become one family again, since we were all divided and split up after the Tower of Babel in the Bible. Here again in Psalms 104, verse 1, O Lord Yahweh, my God, Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Now, we are also taught to be exactly as our God is. I believe that is Matthew chapter 5, verse 48, wherein we are commanded to be perfect, exactly as Yahweh Himself is perfect. So when we read, first of all, when we come to know and accept Yahweh as our Father, as our God, as our personal Savior, we are commanded to be exactly as He is. His characteristics are our inheritance. His mind is our inheritance. And the mind of Yahweh is divine. So divine mind is our inheritance. You have a right to the divine mind of Yahweh. You have a right, but you also have a duty and obligation to not only assume his characteristics, but to live them. So the fact that Yahweh is great means you are to be great. And it's not enough for me to just simply say you should be great or you should be perfect, but I am here, raised up from among you, through the seed of Abraham, the same as you. I am here to cause you to become great, as Yahweh is great. I am here to cause you to be honorable, as Yahweh is honorable. I am an honorable man, and I am here to cause you to also become honorable. So this means that I am here to cause you to be a people of justice, a people who love justice, a people who, when you come to power, and I'm going to cause you to come to power, you shall come to power, and you shall be a just people. Unlike the civilization of today, the judges are corrupt. They are known to receive bribes. Lawyers are known to take your money. Whether they win for you or lose, they keep your money. That's insanity. See, if this was a just society and the lawyers were just in what they were doing, then if they charged you $100,000 to take your case and win for you, then they would put the $100,000, allow you to put the $100,000 in a trust fund or in trust. And if they win, they have the $100,000. Put it in an escrow account. Then if they win, they have the $100,000. Since that's what they promised you to win, there is no way on this planet Earth you would give a lawyer $100,000 knowing he's going to lose. You can lose by yourself. You don't need to pay someone $100,000 to lose. That's insanity. But the game is there. They take your money, so they lose. And you just continue to suffer. Not only do you get the time that with whatever the sentence may have been or the penalty, but you've lost your money on top of it. But the purpose of raising up the children of Yahweh is that justice comes to the earth forever through you and your progeny. I am here to cause the breath to come into you, cause you to be known as a people of fairness, a fair-minded people. I am here to cause you to be known all over the earth as a people of righteousness, the righteous people. My message, as you can tell, is a high-minded message. My message to you as a people will cause you to become exalted. All of the people of the earth will look up to you and come to you and look for you to rule over them because of your righteousness. This is what the earth is hungry for today, is righteous rulership. Yeah, isn't it ironic that the qualities needed for the people of the earth to enjoy peace, this knowledge is not taught in the public schools? But you are so brainwashed, and we are brainwashed so badly as a people through the public schools that we have never raised the question as to the nature of the type of education we are receiving. We're brainwashed to believe that certain schools in this civilization provide an excellent education. But haven't you noticed that no matter what schools the people from this world graduate from in any country, they are unable to provide righteous leadership? They're unable to provide righteousness through their students? They're producing murderers. This civilization's teachers are producing murderers, thieves, robbers, liars, greedy people, lustful people, destroyers of the communities, destroyers of the homes, destroyers of the atmosphere, destroyers of the food that we eat, the ground, the earth itself, destroyers of the air we breathe, destroyers of the waters of the earth. Everywhere you turn, it's just plain destruction, produced by the students of the teachers of this civilization. They are responsible. So the curriculum coming through the world's public school and educational system does not provide what is required to produce peace on the earth. How can you have leaders and presidents running around to other countries seeking peace, and then they are guilty of murdering 400,000 people, men, women, and children in Iraq? They're guilty of murdering 10,000 people, men, women, and children in Panama to capture one man, to come and bring him on trial in another country, who's a leader of another country. How can you look to peace from a people that have annihilated the millions of Indians in this country? How can you look for peace from a people in the educational system of a people who have taken 100 million of us into captivity and killed 96 million of us in the slave trade? Only 4 million of us made it to America, and you think you're going to have peace from this kind of people? Their educational system has produced nothing but a confused group of people, confusion throughout the land. They produce nothing but hatred between family members, sisters hating sisters, mothers hating their daughters, sons killing their parents, people just walking around with guns and walking to restaurants and public places and shooting and killing people. This is the result of the teachers of this civilization. So how can you look for peace, happiness, and joy on earth when the teachers of this civilization are producing a negative student? I am come with a message that is totally the opposite of what this civilization is producing, which is righteousness. Did you ever get a course in the public schools in righteousness? How to be right, how to do right, how to avoid coming to prison? I'm looking at a dorm here designed for 50 people. Now it's going to have almost 200 people in it. And everybody here is confused, suffering confusion. No one is being corrected. And they have no knowledge of how not to ever come back here again. The only thing they can think of is just getting out. And if they get out, they're going to do exactly what they did before they came, which is only going to get them right back in here. There is no class. They have an education department that doesn't educate the people away from wickedness. It doesn't educate them away from what they did that landed them here and teach them how to acquire and produce jobs that would enable them to provide for their families and never have to come to a place like this again. This is what's being produced by the teachers of this world civilization. That's why Judgment Day is here, and my message is that of judgment. It's a judgmental message. So, did you receive a message in school of truth? Did you have a class in truthfulness? Of course you didn't. But when you get ready to go to court and you go before a grand jury, they ask you some sly questions. And they don't call it lying truth, they call it perjury. Rather than cause your mind to think on what it is, they give you a deceptive term like perjury. Perjury means you lied. And of course, this civilization teaches you to love a lie. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, you will pay $20 to go hear a liar. And you don't call him a liar. This civilization is so slick, you don't call it a liar, you call him a comedian. A comedian is a professional liar. He's paid to lie. And everybody in the audience just falls out laughing at a lie. They love it. But when you come before the law enforcement of this society, the people who love a lie are going to get 5 years minimum for perjury. Perjury is a lie. But yet they've been taught and trained and programmed to love a lie. Like you taught and trained to love Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Mother Goose, Mother Hubbard. All of these are fantasy, fictitious lies taught to us as little children in first grade. We're taught fantasy lies, and taught to love animals while we hate each other. We actually hate each other, and you don't have not one course in school how to love another. What in the world are you in school for if you're not taught how to build a family of love? That does not take place in school. And they tell you they don't want that in school. They tell you the school has no place for the Bible. But what in the world is in the Bible? God's Word. What's in it? Right. So right, what is right is forbidden to be in the public school. Well, if what is right is not allowed to be in the public school, what in hell do you think you are being taught? No. That's right. You are being taught everything that is wrong. That's why you're living in hell. That's why I asked the question, what in hell do you think you're being taught? Hell? You're not taught heaven. You have no courses or classes in heavenly thinking. So if heavenly thinking is forbidden to you as a child through the public school, then what kind of thinking do you think you're taught? Hell thinking, hellacious thoughts, Sheol thoughts. That's what you're taught. Everything from Sheol. Sheol in Hebrew means hell. That's what you're being taught. Think about it. Yet, that means I am come to a world and a civilization where it's the opposite of what I've come to teach. I've come to a world where all that I'm teaching, the whole planet Earth, is in opposition to what I teach, because I'm teaching righteousness. But yet the whole world is forbidden to learn righteousness. That means I come up against the planet. So all the businessmen and the rich people who are getting wealthy from the people not knowing what is right surely aren't happy about my coming. And they're in charge of the court system and the police system and the FBI and the CIA and all the other aspects of this government. So it's only normal that they came for me, because I'm the one to teach you how to never come here. And they don't like that. But I'm still getting the message to you. I'm speaking to you at your whole convention now. So I'm sure you're enjoying how full it is there. Again, I'm very happy to speak to this convention and let you hear the message that I have to share with you personally, as opposed to what the media has said of me. Notice the media has never printed or said over television what I teach. They never repeat anything that I teach. They only speak evil of me. They say evil things about me. They lay false charges at my feet, but they never tell you what I teach. You are hearing tonight what I teach. Righteousness. I'm here to cause you to become a righteous people. I'm also here to cause you to be known all over the earth for your goodness. That's my purpose. In order to cause the planet Earth to know you for your goodness, I have to teach you how to be good. How many of you have ever had a class in how to be good? Did your public school teach you how to be good? Did you learn in college how to be good? Did you learn in graduate school how to be good? Did you learn in postdoctorate education how to be good? Is there anything in this civilization where you've gone to a class and learned how to be good? Of course not. There are no such courses. There are no such classes. So, as a people, what are you known for? What is the so-called black man of America known for? You're known to be drug dealers. All on television, all on radio, all in the newspapers. Your pictures are plastered. Our young men's pictures are plastered all over the world's newspapers as being wicked men, killers, drive-by shooters, drug dealers, and all that. Then they declare a war on drugs. And my young black brothers are not the ones with the airplanes that fly it in. My young black brothers between 18 and 30 years old are not the ones that own the big ships and yachts that bring in all the cocaine and other wicked things that are brought into this country for sale. It's not them. Then they are not allowed to have a job. They don't produce jobs for them. Then it certainly is not enough jobs at Burger King. Colonel North doesn't have enough jobs at Kentucky Fried, not at $2 an hour. Who can feed a family today on for $2.50 an hour? So then they give them the only out, the only thing they give them as an out is drugs. Then they declare a war on that which they say they can do. Then they give them 30 years for doing something that they give a white boy 18 months. I've watched that happen right here at this federal institution over and over again. White boys get 18 months, and my black sons, my black brothers are getting 30 years and 50 years for it. I'm not supporting drugs. My point is not that. The point is that what is happening to your youth, what is happening to your young men, it's millions of them here in prison. I'm looking at them. It's 1% white and 99% black and Hispanic. That's what's in prison. And 85% of them are being held in pretrial detention. I'm being held in pretrial detention without a trial and without any witnesses. And you would never dream this could happen in America. You thought this could only happen in Russia or China or maybe Japan or some South American country, maybe some country in Africa. Never America, because they say you have a right to a speedy trial. Within 90 days, you must go to trial. They're showing they don't care anything about the Constitution. And unless you come into this knowledge and come into the knowledge of righteousness, unless I cause the breath of life to enter into you, then all of our people will be sitting up in concentration camps, totally destroyed, kept there for one generation. There'll be no children with all the black men in prison. And half of the black women already cut up with abortions and tubal ligations and all this kind of stuff, hysterectomies. Everything in them is cut out. Then you're looking at a generation from now of no black man and woman and children left on the earth. The few little babies that are born won't be enough to do anything with. That's what's going on now, because our people aren't aware of what genocide really is. It's being done on a daily basis because we are dry bones. We're without the knowledge of righteousness. We're without the knowledge. We're without the breath of life in us as a people. And I'm here causing that to come in. That's what we're learning from Psalm chapter 104, verse 1, where we learn that our personal God is one who is great. And we're to be great like he is. And I'm here telling you the things that will make you great. And I'm not saying you should. I'm here to show you how to do it. Yahweh is the moral God, the perfect moral God. I come as his son. I come in his name with the perfect moral message from our Heavenly Father Yahweh. That's what I come with. I am teaching morality, which is the only message that will produce the things that I have just shared with you. So I am here on this earth, born among you, to cause you to be known all over the planet Earth as a moral people, a people of morality. And most of you who've been students of mine for the last few years have a very good knowledge of at least what some of the definitions of morality are. It means I've come to teach you to be an honest people, an ethical people, teach you to be an upright people, a rectitudinal people, an honorable people, an honest people, a truthful people, a straightforward people, a virtuous people, to teach you to be a righteous people, to do everything in the right manner, so that you will live forever and enjoy peace and prosperity forever. Well-behaved people, exemplifying right conduct all over the earth. This is what I am come to do. That's what morality is. But you've not had courses in your public education in morality. How can you expect to be rich, successful, and prosperous without this kind of knowledge? Well, you are not. As a people, you're in poverty. As a people, sure, a few of us are wealthy. They allow a few of our people to be wealthy, to give the illusion that any one of you can be wealthy. Then the doors open to your wealth are always unrighteous in most cases today. Sure, there are doors, infinite doors open for you to become wealthy, righteous. I'm here to cause you to walk through every one of those righteous doors where you can be rich, prosperous, and successful without fear. But you certainly will have to return to Yahweh, and you certainly are going to have to crave for my body to come out of prison so that you may get these teachings for you and your children. That's the purpose of Yahweh University. I established Yahweh University so that our children receive all of these foundation principles of perfection and learn the divine mind, learn from and have the knowledge of the divine mind, which created the sun, moon, and stars. What knowledge could equate that? I am able to teach you the knowledge that will enable your sons and daughters to create suns, moons, stars, galaxies. That's the knowledge I personally possess. I'm only suffering my body to be in prison so that I can get your attention and speak to you. And if you want the knowledge that I'm presenting to you tonight for you and your children and your progeny forever, then you will want me out of prison. You will rise up and do whatever is necessary to cause the officials of this country to live up to the Constitution or let us totally go as a people. Either way, they're going to have to let us go. And I'm saying to Pharaoh, let my people go. Stop hindering our people from coming together. You know as well as I that all black leadership of this country is under attack. What do they look for? They look for character flaws. What are those character flaws? Unethical conduct, dishonesty. They look for something immoral to take place. And that's what they look for. They look for those qualities that they've made sure they never taught you to have. Then they entrap you through your greed and your lust and your ignorance and the fact that your mind is in darkness. That's how they trap our leaders. They have made sure they never taught you how to be righteous. So you fall for the trap. How can you do anything else but fall for the trap? That's all that's open for you, are traps. So I am come to teach you the perfect moral message. I'm here to cause you to become a people known for decency. We have been a people who are indecent, an indecent people, a people who have no shame in public. We have been trained, programmed, and even on television, the kinds of videos that come out on television are those that are indecent. Things that our grandparents and any parent that is 60 years old or more would consider what we see publicly accepted on television today as totally decadent, totally degenerate, totally unacceptable in their homes, and yet our shame is just paraded before the world as a vulgar people. This is the image that anyone coming to this country from another civilization would quickly label the so-called black men of America as a group of indecent people, a people not worthy to be counted among the civilized ones, those who are of high quality, those with strong righteous etiquette principles. They wouldn't want our people in their midst, but yet we portray ourselves through our movies, through videos, through our public actions, the type of language we use. I hear our young people today, it seems that their total vocabulary is profanity. It's totally profane. It's absolute profanity. Every single word except maybe it and for and to. All the rest of it is linked to absolute profanity of the lowest type. They have gone for what is the most base that this base society has to offer. And we've become worse at it, or should we say better at it? If you want to use such a terrible term, better at being worse. That's what we have become. And when we have our minds open to what this society is teaching us and making available to us, then we can see it's the opposite of all of what I am bringing to you tonight, and I'm going to cause you to become. I'm here to cause you to be known over the earth as a scrupulous people. I'm here to cause all of the people on this planet Earth to recognize you as a people of principle, to be a principled people. And these are words that you should look up. I am here to cause the planet Earth and cause you to be known all over the earth for your conscientiousness. I'm here to cause you to be known over the earth for your moral fiber, for your self-respect. How can you expect the people of the earth to respect us as a people when we have no self-respect? We must first have respect for self before we can expect others to respect us. We want everybody, those of us who have any moral fiber at all left in us, those of us who may go to church still, or some religious institution, you may still have a little sense of moral fiber left. And if you do, you want self-respect. But everywhere you look around among our people, you do not find respect for self. Where can you find today black men tipping their hat at our women? Do the majority of our men run to open the door for a black woman today? Do you find men who are willing to go out and work jobs, more than one, to take care of his woman, make sure that she can stay at home and be a good mother to his children? Do we have that going on as a role model for us today? A man who will pay his bills to make sure that the family has lights, food, and clothing, and water? Or has this society produced a people that says the mother of our children and our wives have to go out and get a job, and in most cases, she's the only one that can get a job? Where is the self-respect? It is not given. This is not our course in the public schools. Self-respect is simply not one of the curriculum. So if self-respect is not a part of the curriculum, where do you get it? This student, from the first grade through the 12th grade, has never received courses in self-respect. So by the time you go to college, you still don't get a course in self-respect. You get a master's degree in everything but self-respect. You get a doctorate degree in everything but self-respect. So then you have an armful of degrees without the knowledge of self-respect. So then how can you teach your child? How can you possibly teach your children respect for self? Self-respect is bigger and greater than the individual respect for the individual body. We are not living in a world where we are isolated on an island just as an individual. We live in communities, and the communities form a body of self. And the communities combined form a country called self. And if there is no self-respect within the family unit, between husband, wife, mother, father, sister, and brother, then there certainly is none beyond that home. It's not inter-home, inter-family self-respect. So we have a society without self-respect. And yet, to receive self-respect, respect for yourselves as a people, then you have to demonstrate this quality. And it's not given to you in the public school. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24, you must first show yourself friendly, full of self-respect, before you can expect it from someone else. I'm not one who presents the problem to you. All of the so-called leaders of this country, regardless of their color, are very adept in telling everybody what the problems are, but they never bring the solution. I am come with the perfect moral solution. I am come with the answer to this problem by letting you know I shall cause you to have self-respect. Does that mean I'm going to come into your home, twist your arm, and force you? Of course not. I go by the principles of the Bible which teach, whosoever will, let him come. That's where I live. If you will to have this knowledge for you and your children, and you are one of the blessed ones who can see the value of self-respect, the knowledge of self-respect for you and your children, then you are welcome to come and be a part of my classes and let me teach you self-respect as it comes from the Word of God from Genesis to Revelation. Though you have this Bible in your home, though you go to church with this Bible under your arm, you still have not been taught the divine mind of God, Yahweh. And that's what I am here to offer to you now. I'm bringing it out what I am here to cause to happen among you who wish to have it. I am here to cause you to become a people of worth. We are known to be worthless. Everybody refers to us as a worthless people. That's why we're beaten all day long across America. That's why we suffer police brutality across America. That's why there are those who are just determined to try and destroy us. Because in their homes, they're taught we are a worthless people, having absolutely no value, no redeeming values at all. And the few of you who think that you're different are lumped with the image of the so-called black man in America, which is one of worthlessness. I am here to cause you to be known as a people of merit, as a people of honorableness. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to cause you to become a rectitudinal people. I'm here to cause you to be known all over the earth as the nobility, because our Father Yahweh is noble. He is noble, and we are his children. Don't you know it's time for the children to act like their father? Matthew chapter 10, verse 24. You should be like the master. I am noble. I am nobility. Therefore, I am able to teach my qualities. I am able to teach my characteristics because I am conscious of my possessions. I am conscious of my nobility. And I understand to perfection what is required to become noble. And I desire for you what I desire for myself. Nobility. There can be nothing greater on this earth than to become known over the planet Earth as a noble people. I am here to cause you to be known all over the earth as a people of dignity, to walk with dignity. How can you be a dignified people when this is not taught in the home or at school or the churches? It's not taught on the job. It's not taught in your social functions. You know what goes on at the social functions in this world. The objective to go into a social function is certainly not to learn how to be dignified. No one goes to the social functions in America to learn how to be righteous. You know when you leave home and get all dressed up, it's not to go and seek out righteousness. You seek out some things, all right. And you can go ahead and laugh. It's all right. It's sad, but you can laugh too. It's certainly well known what you go to a social function seeking. Well, I'm here to teach you how to be dignified and how to be known as a people with dignity and virtue. I'm going to cause you to be known all over the earth for your virtuousness. Also, I'm here to cause you to breathe the breath of life. I'm going to breathe the breath of life in you and cause you to be known as a sincere people, known for your sincerity. The one thing that we're known for on this earth is insincerity. We are known to be a people prone to lie quick. We will make a promise and not keep it. We tell people, I'll be right there. And 2 hours later, you're not there. Praise Yahweh. You know it is true. We promise people all kinds of things, make all kinds of pledges, and never keep it. So we're not known for our sincerity. We're known as a people to be very insincere. So as a result, who wants to loan you their money? Who wants to trust you for leadership, to rule the country? How can you rule the country as an insincere person? You're just like the ones who already in rulership. So your color doesn't make you a better ruler. Your mindset makes the difference. And since you all go to the same schools, you all have the same mindset. All believing in Santa Claus. and believing that reindeer fly through the sky. You know, little red-nosed reindeer flying through the sky with a sleigh behind it. You're gonna believe that next month, right? This is November. I know you're getting your stockings out, putting them on something, a table or something. You want to put it at a chimney you don't have. You don't have a mantle, so you're gonna hang it on the table, I guess. But you're getting ready. Maybe you'll hang your stocking on a chair this year. But you believe in this little white man that's going to be flying through the sky. You know he's not coming to the ghetto. You know good and well no white man is coming to the ghetto with a bunch of toys in 1991. If he landed his sleigh in the ghetto, you know they're going to mug him. You know, just like I do, he is guaranteed to be mugged. They're going to take his sled, take his bag, they're going to make reindeer steaks, and he'll be lucky to get out of there with a red suit on. He'll be running through the ghetto naked. That is for sure. And that's the way we're known. You know it's true. That's the way we're known over the earth. So I am come for you to be known for your candidness, candor, for real statements, straightforward, open statements. The openness will be your virtue, will be your character. I'm come for you to be known for trustworthiness. These are the wonderful qualities that I possess, and I am come for you to have these same qualities for you and your children, and then we become a brand new people. And you know this is what we need, this kind of knowledge taught to our children. And then, of course, when you add mathematics to it and physics and some of the other scientific courses that we might take in school, then we'll be a great scientific people. But we'll be a righteous scientific people. We will be a people like found in the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 4 and verse 20. That's the kind of people we will be known for, known as, and we will become the kings and the rulers of the earth forever. That's what I'm here to cause you to become, the kings and the queens of this planet Earth forever. I want the same for our women as I want for our men. I want the same for our men as I want for our women. And I want this for your children forever. And I'm here with the power, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to make it so. My dearly beloved, it has been another thrill and a wonderful joy for me to share with you out of Ezekiel chapter 37, and having reviewed some more knowledge as found in Psalms chapter 104, verse 1, you can tell that this knowledge is not for everybody. It's open for everybody to receive it, but it is not for everybody. That means not everybody is interested in it being high-minded. But this is for those of you and the friends you may know who are looking for the best that life has to offer. I am here to offer heaven and cause you to live in heaven forever. It's been another joy of mine to be with you tonight. I am expressing my love to you from prison. I'm looking forward for you to understand, and you can help pass the word why I'm here. It's obvious why I'm in prison. Listen to the message I bring. I'm bringing a message that will raise your children and raise you from the bottom to the top, to move you from poverty to riches. So they don't want this message taught to you. But when all of you wake up and receive your God, and receive these characteristics of your God, Yahweh, then they can't do anything with us, because we are 60 million strong in this country. We're the largest ethnic moral group in this whole country. No one begins to approach our numbers. That's why they try so hard to get rid of you. That's why they are absolutely afraid of you, because you are the majority. I love you. It's been a pleasure. Shalom Aleichem.